In this problem, we are asked to use the substitution method to solve the system of linear equations. In the substitution method, we often solve one of our equations in terms of one variable, either in this case x or y. Then we substitute that value of x or y into the second equation. We also should notice that our first equation is already solved in terms of x. Therefore, we're going to substitute this equation into our second. Our second equation reads 4y minus 2x is equal to 1. Substituting x into this equation, we have 4y minus 2 times x, and x can be rewritten as negative 3y plus 2. That should still equal to 1. Now we'll use a distributive property to simplify the left-hand side. I have 4y. And using that distributive property, I have a negative 2 times a negative 3y, which is a positive 6y, and a negative 2 times a positive 2, which gives me a negative 4. My left-hand side, therefore, becomes 4y plus 6y minus 4 is still equivalent to 1. Combining like terms, I see that I have 10y minus 4 is equal to 1. Adding 4 to both sides gives an equivalent statement of 10y is equal to 5. Dividing both sides by 10, I can determine y is equal to 5/10, which is 1/2. Now that I know y is equal to 1/2, I can substitute this value into my first equation to solve for x. Since I know x is equal to a negative 3y plus 2, I will substitute that value of y. So x is equal to a negative 3 times 1/2 plus 2, or x is equal to a negative 3/2 plus 2. Well, negative 3/2 plus 2 is the same as negative 3/2 plus 4/2, telling me that x is equal to a positive 1/2. Therefore, I can see that my solution is 1/2, 1/2. Before I determine if that's my solution, I am going to verify it. That tells me when I take the point 1/2, 1/2 and plug it into both equations, I'm going to get true statements. Since we already used our first equation to find our x value, let's verify that 1/2, 1/2 is indeed a solution to the second equation. So when I plug in both x and y, or substitute in x and y both being 1/2, I should get a true statement. So I have 4 times y, or 4 times 1/2, minus 2 times x, or 2 times 1/2. I want to verify that this is equal to 1. 4 times 1/2 is 2, and 2 times 1/2 is 1. Therefore, I get 2 minus 1, which is indeed 1. Verifying that 1/2, 1/2 is the solution to our systems of linear equations.